Welcome to the Company Law Adjudication and Appeal Series. Today we are discussing a latest adjudication order issued by the Delhi ROC for the violation of Rule 8, Sub-Rule 3 of the Company Registration of Office and Fee Rules 2014. Dear friend, Rule 8 says that authentication of the document, and as per the Sub-Rule 3 of Rule 8 says that a authorized signatory and professional, if any, who certify the e-form shall be responsible for the correctness of the contents of the e-form and correctness of the enclosure attached with the electronic form. Dear friend, let's see the adjudication order. Here company having registered office at Delhi and paid up capital is 1 lakh, turnover nil, other income 21,200, holding company, no subsidiary company, and not a section 8 registered company or not a company registered in any special act. So at let's see the facts of the case. The subject company has admitted that at the time of filing e-form AOC 4, the financial statement of the other company, the transferee company, was attached in the e-form AOC 4. Further, the company and officer in default submitted their reply in response to the so cause. And let's see the relevant rules 8 of the Company Registration of Office and Fee Rules 2014, authentication of the document. As per Sub-Rule 3, authorized signatory and professional, if any, who certify e-form shall be responsible for the correctness of the contents of the e-form and correctness of the enclosure attached with the electronic form, and it shall be sole responsibility of the person who is the signing the form and professional who is certifying the form to ensure that all the required attachment relevant to the form has been attached completely and legibly as per provision of the Act rules made there under to the forms or application or return file. As per section 450, punishment where no specific penalty or punishment is provided is given in the section 450 of the Companies Act, and it says that if a company or officer in default or any person contravenes any of the provision of the Act rules made thereunder or any condition, limitation or restriction subject to which any approval, sanction, consent, confirmation, recognition, direction or exemption relation to any matter has been accorded, given or granted, and for which no penalty or punishment is provided elsewhere in this act, that case the company and every officer of the company who is in default or such other person shall liable to penalty of the 10,000 rupees, and in case of the continuing contravention, further penalty of the 1,000 rupees for each day after first during which the contravention continues, subject to maximum of the 2 lakh rupees in case of the company and 50,000 rupees in case of an officer who is in default or any other person. Let's see the relevant provision of section 446B of the Companies Act. If a company is the one-person company, a small company, and a startup company or producer company, or by any officer in default or any other person in respect of the such company, then such company is officer in default or any other person as the case may shall be liable to penalty which shall not be more than 1/2. The 50% of the penalty is specified in such provision subject to maximum the 2 lakh rupees in case of the company and 1 lakh rupees in case of officer who is in default or any other person as the case may be. And let's see the adjudication of the penalty. As the director was authorized by the board for certifying the form AOC 4 with complete and legible attachment, therefore he is liable for the correctness of the contents of the e-form AOC 4 and enclosure attached with the same pursuant to Rule 8 of the Company's Registration of the Office and Fees Rule 2014. Now, in exercise of the power confirmed and having considered the reply submitted by the noticee in response to the notice on behalf of the company, ROC hereby impose the penalty on the authorized signatory under section 450 of the Companies Act for certify and filing incorrect e-form AOC 4, subject to a provision of section 446B of the Companies Act, read with the section 2 subsection 85 of the Companies Act. As a small company, as the company fulfill the requirement of the small company, and here this penalty is the 10,000 and applying section 446B for lesser penalty, that is the penalty imposed on the 5,000. But significance or importance of this adjudication order, that is the incorrect particulars submitted in form submitted attached in the form AOC 4. And as per the order, authorized entity directed to pay the penalty amount as referred, and the director of such amount is required to be paid out of their own fund. And authorized signature officers are hereby directed to rectify the default immediately from the date of the receipt of copy of this order. Dear friend, this is an important adjudication, because here there is the two things. There's a similar penalty imposed on the officer in default, and other that for rectifying the default. When you rectifying the default, you file fresh form and pay additional fee. And in the adjudication order, the notice shall pay the amount penalty through online through MC on MCA website within 90 days of receipt of this order, and appeal against this order will be filed with the RT within 60 days from the date of the receipt of order. Thank you so much for watching this update.